Welcome back to Analog Horror Saturdays, where we get that creep factor on. Yo, this is what I hear is a good one. Guys, I've heard Midwest Angelica is a banger. Serrano's brought it up, but he ain't the only one. I've seen a lot of streamers and posts and other YouTubers and people in the chat talking about Midwest Angelica. Mind you, just because I heard them talk about it, don't mean I know anything about it. I've held off on any sort of spoilers, as I always do, so we're going to be going through this for the very first time. Shout out to all y'all here. Who we got in the house? Who we got in the house? I know we're starting late, and I apologize for us starting late, but that's kind of the theme of these Saturday shows, guys. These Saturday shows are 100% predicated on Saturday Night Hypnosis. I've been doing that show for 3 years, give or take, and that's got to be, you know, I got to give everything to that show. And so, yeah, I can't just be like an Atreus and bounce out early. So, but yes, we will continue to do these every Saturday, even if it means we're late. We got Philip Morgan in the house. Serrano's is here. Shout out. Gal Kerriman, Scotty G, War Wizard 199. You'll love to see it. Salty Buttered Bags. Oh, and look at that. We got a two-banger. We got a two-banger from our boy at War Wizard 199. It says, take some money, put it towards Leona Quinn. Funny you mentioned that. We'll talk more about that tomorrow. We'll talk more about that on the live stream tomorrow, which I'll tell you guys about at the end of this show. Also, yo, Hypno Raid. Shout out. Thank you so much, Hypno. He did not need to. Absolutely did. Truly appreciated. Raid in the house. You know what? Before we get started, while we haven't set the spooky mood yet, since we got a hypnotic raid, we'll play the hypnotic clip.
I'm loving the game. The game would absolutely get a pretty high score from me.
How many bananas?
A solid 8.5 incher for sure.
That's No.
And wouldn't it be nice to live together? Shout out for the raid, Hypno. Thank you so much, brother. Let's see who else we got in the house. I know we got we call it Carrymon, Serrano's. Oh, yo, D-Buff Bluff. Chainsaw Man movie was awesome. I got thoughts on that, but you can check out yesterday's stream because of that if you want to hear my opinions on it. Little Miss Anonymous saying me, yo, how you doing, LMA? Jalozy is here. CFH90 is here. Marty Tiberius O'Donnell, Lucky, the True Ass Warrior, Obi Dean, Candace Dingus. Look at y'all. So many motherfuckers just showed up. So, let's get into it. Let's start it. Midwest Angelica. Midwest Angelica, this is the wrong, hold on a sec, screen cap, there we go, and then we put right up here. Alrighty. Like I said, I ain't seen this. I don't know anything about it. What I will say is I'm very interested in this one. I'm very interested in this for a couple of reasons. For all of y'all that don't know, even though I make it extremely apparent on my shows, I live in the Midwest. I'm very proud of the Midwest, and the Midwest is an awesome place to live. That being said, very, Bible Belt area. There's some not good shit here. So I think the idea of taking, because I assume it's got to be religious based. I mean, Angelica is in the word. So you take Midwest, we're in the Bible Belt. Angelica, got to be religious based. Doing a horror, an analog horror around that. Like, I don't know what we're getting into. But for those of you that have seen the movie Red State, which is an awesome movie that I will probably never watch again. But, like, for those of you that have seen the movie Red State, I'm imagining something like that. So, let's just find out. This first episode is called Call Now. And it's muted. Hold on.
In the year 1999, a corpse descends from the cosmos, right into your backyard. The ultimate in science fiction. An alien thriller. A threat unlike any other. This is the Midwest Angelica. Critics are calling it a one-of-a-kind, a sublime experience into the realm of the unknown. A twister of biblical proportions.
Alright, well, out the gate, that, of course, lends credence to this is going to be very religious-based, Midwest Angelica, Call Now. So, this story from the first, again, there's 8 episodes of this, or 8 or 9, we're going to watch all of part 1 tonight, 57-second long trailer, so what, we're dealing with something that is at least being shown as some sort of, movie, book, some sort of sci-fi extravaganza. I'm a bit low compared to the video audio. Alright, hold on one sec, there, let's see. All right, there we go. How's this? Is this any better? I've upped the volume bit. Is this any better? Is this one from the... No, we are going to be doing the ones that we saw in the ads on Leon's Lunch Hour, but we already had this on the docket, so this is not the same one.
Don't hesitate. This is your chance. Call within the next 15 minutes to receive a
$16.99 plus shipping and handling. You guys remember this? Y'all remember the good old days of these sorts of ads? Did any of you guys ever order like one of these made-for-TV things? We have, where I live, in the Midwest, like a few towns over, is this major tourist area, and there's an actual made-for-TV store where you can buy all the items that were just like these TV infomercial items. What a throwback. What was the first frame of the sunset? Oh, did you catch something? Hold on.
This is
in the very first frame of the sunset? We'll go back. I didn't see... No, there's nothing in the first frame. It just goes... It's just... Yeah, it goes from biblical to black. Here, we'll let the sunset
This is your chance. Call within the next 50...
So, I mean, that looked to be some sort of alien tendril or tentacle or something to that effect, and I'm sure we'll get more information, but there was nothing, like, hidden. Yo, shout out. How you doing, Nadia?
minutes to receive a free poster, along with your copy of Midwest Angelica. Only $16.99 plus shipping and handling. Call now.
Whoa, what was that? Hold on. For Douglas and Washington County... Wait, oh, it's so blurry. Okay, KM TV Channel 3. Oh, but this is blocked out. For Douglas and Washington County. Alright, so some sort of quick alert thing. Oh, and Nadia became a Vital Idol. Shout out, Nadia. Thank you for the membership, you beautiful bitch. And according to Serrano's, they actually partnered and did a full VHS release. That's super cool. Yeah, glad to see you, Nadia. Oh, no, hold on. This was a joke, but they actually partnered with the company to make a real VHS. That's awesome. So that was just like the teaser, the amuse-bouche. Now we're getting into the true blue analog horror, and this is starting with an 8-minute video called Home. 8-minute video called Home. We're starting with the typical federal law, the copyright warning. So, yeah, obviously this is made to be found footage, like a live analog horror are. Let's check it out. Knowing what we know about analog horror, I have a feeling this symbol is going to come into play a lot, and it's going to mean something. I don't know. I'm just guessing. That always seems to be the case with these analog horrors, is that they show you some sort of symbol on a VHS tape or a logo, and it ends up having a much deeper meaning. Oh, so NASA's involved in this. All right, NASA's involved.
Around April of this year, we picked up an anomalous biosignature around Jupiter's orbit. We thought it was some sort of instrumentation issue, but we wanted to take a look, just to make sure. Thanks to the tenacity of our team, we were able to get a good look at it within a month. What we found was, frankly, astonishing. Truly unexplainable. The object, which we've codenamed AZ001, appears to be 66.3 kilometers in diameter. We still need more data to prove...
Yo, we don't even need any supernatural shit. Did you say 66.3 kilometers? That is an extinction level event if that collides with Earth. Like, 30 mile long, astral bodies colliding with Earth are extinction level events. This is nearly double that. Now, about one third larger. But this would be about, if I do the math, let's see, he said 66 kilometers. Doing the math in my head, that's like, what, 45-ish miles, give or take? That's insane.
If life is indeed thriving on this object.
$41 miles. Okay, thank you.
We've determined that AZ001 is in fact harboring life.
God damn it, I was about to pause it and say I bet there's fucking life on it, and then we were talking about the length of the thing. Okay, so yeah. Well, that answers that. There is, in fact, life on this space debris.
Discovery could change the foundation of science as we know it. Well, harboring might not be the correct word to use here, no. We believe AZ001 itself is alive. Or at least was alive.
Wait. The astral body is what was alive? We're not like Ego the Living Planet style shit? Yeah, it's 31 Atlas? Yeah, 3i Atlas? I've only
We
seen it
have
written,
reasons
so I'm
to
not
believe
sure.
that the entity, AZ001, might be a corpse drifting in space.
All biosignature scans taken between June and September of 85.
AZ001's trajectory has been calculated.
So it's moving slowly. We jumped ahead 2 years, and it's still obviously being trapped in space. This thing is moving very slowly.
Based on our calculations, we believe that it will reach the vicinity of Earth's orbit by the year 1989.
Very slowly. So they started tracking in 85. By 87, they state it's not going to be here for another 12 years. So what does this mean? So if this is a corpse... First of all, I don't think it is a corpse. I don't think this is a corpse at all. Like, it's got no signs of life. I'd be willing to bet this astral body is in some sort of hibernation. The same way that you see, like, there's a lot of, what is it? Like witch's bane or whatever. There's certain plants that can give off a toxin, a neurotoxin that, like, when ingested, simulate death, even though you're not actually dead. I imagine this is something similar. This corpse is floating through space. It's not actually dead. It's in some sort of space hibernation. And once it touches on Earth, it's going to cause a lot of shenanigans.
Due to the implications of AZ001's existence, NASA has made the decision to form a group, known as the Division of Heavenly Operation and Material Examination, or simply known as HOME. This group will study AZ001's composition, trajectory, and will hopefully make contact with the object in 1999. It's also designated to hide the existence of AZ001 from the public. I have been chosen as one of the lead positions in HOME.
Yeah, J. Martin makes a good point. You'd think it would have been trapped in Jupiter's orbit. So the fact that it wasn't trapped in Jupiter's orbit. Now, they mention it passed by Jupiter. They could just be using Jupiter as a as a reference for where it is physically, even if it's actually very far away. But yeah, if it wasn't trapped in Jupiter's orbit, that would mean that it's got... I don't know. It doesn't matter how large something is. Getting trapped in its orbit, unless you've got something to keep you from being trapped in orbit, like it would... I'm not sure. The gravity slingshot, yeah. This is August of 95.
My name is Dr. Ray O'Connor, and I am head of psychological contamination research here at home. In the past few years, we have made incredible discoveries regarding AZ001. It's almost strange to say this, but the object seems to be emanating massive, detectable brainwaves.
I told y'all this motherfucker is not dead. It's in hibernation.
We have detected the presence of delta waves here at home, HQ, which are the same sort of waves generated during deep sleep in humans. We are currently in the process of attempting to decode these waves to gather more information regarding AZ001 and its potential effects.
All right, home psychological research became crucial in understanding the nature of AZ001. HEO. High Earth orbit. Okay, high Earth orbit. Okay, I like this. I like the size comparison to the moon here. It makes it look small, but people don't realize how massive our moon is. I mean, we talked about this a little bit on the stream last week when we were covering, I'm blanking on what we were covering last week. But, yeah, the moon is huge. The moon should not be as big as it is. So, while this looks small, Again, we're still talking about 41 miles wide. This thing is massive. So at 3:23:36 a.m., AZ-001 entered low Earth orbit. Oh. Yo, what? They're just letting this shit enter our fucking atmosphere? Alright, Midwest Angelica. So this thing's gonna land somewhere in the Midwest, and it's gonna be an angel, but our sense and concept of what angels are turns out to be all wrong. I don't know. I'm guessing. This is purely speculation. I'm guessing. But, like, knowing the title is Midwest Angelica, seeing what we've seen so far, is this about some sort of extraterrestrial that is linked to, you know, Judeo-Christianity, and we got our religion all wrong? I'm not sure. Shout out JoJo Taylor. I feel like it's been a minute. Those look like tentacles to anybody else, right? Just tentacles. Nope, stop it. You mean hit that button. Shit. Where's my mouse? There we go. On January 16th at 1:26:45 a.m., a large chunk of AZ-001 was determined to have separated from the main body. So whatever this hibernating being is, I mean, it's got to be in some sort of control, right? So is it going to stay in low Earth orbit while it sends some sort of piece of it, you know, biological piece of itself to Earth? Label is AZ-001 Alpha. Unusual radio propagation detected. Unlikely to be caused by unlikely sporadice? What that said? Is sporadice a real word? Hold on. I gotta check this out. Is sporadice a real word? I've never heard of this. No, sporadic. Okay, so sporadice is not a real word. Unless, am I reading it wrong? Oh, sporadic space E. Okay, sporadic and then space E. Yeah, the space. Okay, there's a space. It's sporadic E. Okay, all right. I see what you're getting at now. Thank you. I was trying to do my due diligence here. Alpha Chuck enters the atmosphere. I see y'all keep calling me out at the spectrogram thing. Look, guy, I've been so busy. I forgot. You'll have to tag me, like tag me about the spectrograph in the Discord before we do one of these, like sometime during a Saturday afternoon or something. I will get it taken care of. My bad, guys. No video. I will download the spectrograph. But I do streams and videos daily. I won't lie, it keeps slipping my mind. Visual tracking of the anomalous object. Damn, I was really hoping it would land in my state. All right. Hey, welcome, Rioma. Glad you be here. Glad to have you here. All right, object touchdown confirmed at 3:52:17 a.m. by multiple radars and tracking units. It looked like Nebraska. Was I wrong? Was that Nebraska? It looked like it was in Nebraska, but I could be wrong. Alright, it was Nebraska? Okay. Alright, classified footage. Let's go. Footage property of home clearance level 1A. We don't really know too much about the different levels yet. We haven't figured that out, but the recording begins at 5:25 a.m. on January 16th of 99. I'd have been like 5 or 6 years old. Oh, hold on. I saw some stuff in that there. Okay. It could have been camera glitches, but you know we always check. Alright. Doesn't seem like it's anything. Okay. Now we're good.
See that up there? How is that thing? Fucking Jesus Christ, that's huge. What the fuck did we get into? Oh my lord. What Samuel is that? This thing is alive. I'm not getting near that fucking thing. God damn.
Oh, that was strange. What was that?
I'm not getting near that fucking thing.
Yeah, there we go. Maybe it's nothing, but this right here moves. Maybe it's just someone else taking steps, and so we're seeing the ground rustle, but something right here, watch this area, moves.
This thing is alive. I'm not getting near that fucking thing.
Yeah, see? You guys catch it?
Hey, Paul, watch it.
What? Heavy breathing and then a cutaway? That's all you're gonna give us? What was it? What was it? I doubt there was anything there. There wasn't anything in the last one, but we will check again. Okay. This could just be like regular film stuff messing up, but does this not look like moose? Right here. I mean, it looks like a pair of mooses looking onto the horizon. I don't know. Probably means nothing. That's probably just absolute pareidolia. But it is interesting. Looked like a sea slug with tendrils on a fallen tree. That very well, yeah, maybe that's what it was. Not what this was, the moving thing earlier, but. Hold on. Were those dead field mice? And maybe it's part of the tree. I thought maybe this was like dead field mice or something. It might give us a clue, but maybe it's just part of some sort of foliage. Maybe I'm wrong.
Commence operation started. It's moving. Watch it. It's moving.
Well, we have our answer for what we saw over the sunset in the first episode, because this looks pretty damn close to what was being shown in the previous video. Okay. Nope, we gotta keep going back. You know, we don't let any of those video see the moose again. We see the moose. It literally used. This could just be reused assets. It's reusing the exact same camera glitch. So that could mean everything or literally fucking nothing aside from like they just reuse resources. Why are you burning it? What? No. They wouldn't burn this. This is a huge discovery. This is proof of life outside of Earth. Why would you be burning it? Not until you have established that it's... Now, you would quarantine the area, sure. But why would you burn it? Alright, that was a cool sound effect, though. That was a cool sound effect. For like it's kaiju roar type thing, I liked that. Now, look how large this thing was. Like, look how large that tentacle was. And remember, that was only a small chunk that broke off of the larger AZ-001, which is still in low Earth orbit. This is just the alpha. So, there is far more, something far bigger, more evil, more dangerous, that's still currently in low Earth orbit. Is his face melting? Was his face melting out of under his containment suit mask? No. We gotta see that again. The blender effects there were a little weak, but I'm very curious as to what this is. Alright, hold on. So we got some distortion, so we're going to check for any hidden messages or anything, frame by frame. I'm not seeing anything. Come on, keep going. Yeah, I'm not going frame by frame. I'm not seeing anything. Alright. We'll run it back by about 5 seconds and we'll let it play out. That was a lot to throw on us all at once, guys. That was a lot to throw on us all at once. Alright, so... Obviously, whatever this is aliens. Obviously, whatever this is, that's the given. But no, there's got to be so much more to this, more cerebral shit. Because Serrano said that this analog horror would tickle my brain. He said that this would tickle my brain. And I'm real curious, because right now it seems so simple. But, no. When I say why would you kill it, it's not because I'm against killing aliens. I voted Trump. I'm obviously very pro killing aliens. What I mean is, like, there's certain aspects that you wouldn't get to study if it's dead. You need to keep it alive to study its eating habits or its reproductive habits, how the cells multiply, things like that. You're not going to get any of that if you're studying a corpse. So that's why I say, why kill it? Like, I'm looking, like, purely for the scientific study aspect. You're going to get more information if it's alive. Okay. Serrano says Leon's a Jurassic Park scientist right now. Yeah. No, for real, though. I get it. The dinosaurs ran amok and shit. But in all reality... Yeah, we need them motherfuckers alive to study them. What they were trying to do in Jurassic Park was great, was brilliant, was necessary. Y'all are hating. And now we're doing a Papa Rico's Pizzeria ad. So, I mean, to be fair, I have seen many a pizza place like this where I live in the Midwest. We got lots of local pizza places, and they all use pretty much this exact font. North Broadway Street in Red Oak, Iowa. So it's interesting they're going to Iowa now because, I mean, the Alpha landed in Nebraska. So why are we in Iowa?
Attention. If you or loved one are living in any of the counties shown on your screen, you are encouraged to consult your doctor or call the toll-free number below for a free evaluation today. Tests of an experimental pesticide containing ingredients linked to insomnia.
All right, well, we already got our cover-up. We already have our government cover-up. You know, the pesticides is saying, hey, whoever's experiencing XYZ symptoms is because of a pesticide. So, yes, we know for sure that there's no... Right now, the general populace does not know that we're talking about aliens.
Somnambulism. Strange or uncomfortable
Oh, yeah, by the way,
dreams.
yes, this is a new video. Thanks for calling that out, Bobby Blankenship. This is a new video. This video is called Attention.
And general sleep problems have previously occurred in these areas, and your input is critical in evaluating the product's safety for consumer use. Again, if you or a loved one are living in any of the counties shown on your screen, you are encouraged to consult your doctor or call 1-800-555-4663 for a free evaluation today. That's 1-800-555-4663. 1-800-555-4663.
Oh, hold on, no. We're going back. It looked like there may have been some shit there. Alright, let's get back to the, yeah, right here, give or take. Okay. Maybe it was just the end of the tape, but it looked like there was stuff there, but nah, maybe it was just the end of the tape. Okay, alright. Starfield Ranch. Is this where it landed? Did it land on some sort of you know, private property, private ranch? All right, let's find out. I remember actually watching all the Slider stuff as a kid. Waits for something trippy to float by. All right, so we got coordinates here. We got coordinates. Hold on, let's find out where these coordinates are. All right. Coordinate. You know what? It'll probably tell us. I'll check anyway. All right. Coordinates. And then let's put in some coordinates. It's 41.988. All right. 1.988. We'll just do 004. Seven 99678. And then by negative 98, all right. Points 590171. 590171 3890 3890 8000. Sorry, 8008. Did not match any documents? What? Hold on. There ain't no way. How do we... Alright, GPS coordinates, latitude and longitude finder. Okay, let's do it like this. Alright, so the latitude is this. And then the longitude is this. At least I assume this is the latitude and longitude. Maybe it's not even coordinates. Maybe I'm just wrong. Nothing comes up. Like, it gave me coordinates. Just to show you guys, it gave me coordinates, but nothing comes up. Like, is this in the middle of nowhere, or... Let's zoom... Oh, no. Undo that. Hold on. Alright, yeah, so it's this one right here. Well, alright, I'll try one more coordinate finder and we'll see what happens. Search by latitude and longitude. Okay, let's do this. Okay. Come on, load. I don't like the way this site looks. We'll try a different one. Yo, Hale, how you doing? Okay. Yeah, this one looks like it'll be much better if this works. If this works. Yeah, maybe I'm not doing this right, because I'm not... Oh, you know what? Let's try it like this, actually. Well, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that's not what it is, because I'm not getting anything. Alrighty, well, let's get back to it and let's find out. Let's get back to the video and let's find out. Manager Avery Jones is awoken to the sound of his dogs barking at approximately 4:31 a.m. Avery's son Colin Jones begins recording shortly thereafter.
Colin, get down here.
Colin makes his way to the ranch prairie. And yes, Serranos, I can just watch the video, but it's fun to try and figure this stuff out in advance. That's part of the fun of the analog horror, is getting in on it, you know?
Colin, grab Max. I'm going to get the rifle.
What happened to Rocky?
I don't know.
What happened to...
It's a common criticism of these analog horrors, but I'm still going to give it. Acting there was a bit off. Acting was a bit wonky, but that's okay. So it wasn't Nebraska. I assumed it was in Nebraska since that's where the thing landed. But okay, good to know. Thank you for letting me know. Holt/Blaine County. Thank you, Just G. Several minutes of footage are too degraded to view. Are they? Are they too degraded to view, or is this part of a government cover-up? Let's be real. Are they degraded, or is this part of a government cover-up? Only select few frames are discernible. This, I mean... I don't know. This is really blurry, but... This looks to be like some sort of alien life form growing out of... I mean, is this the dog? Is this the body of the dog? Because they were saying what happened to... And I assume they were referring to the dog. Do we have an alien sprouting from it? Strauss is a deer. Okay, so it's a deer. Either way... So we do have an alien life form sprouting from a body, though. Okay, so yeah, it's a deer. You're right, because here's another one right here. But we do have an alien body, some sort of alien symbiote parasite thing, sprouting from wildlife. Gunshots are audible. Sound like there's like a plane overhead or something. What the fuck? homie having a tussle with Tentacles. What the fuck? Avery Jones is assimilated. So, okay. So, we were correct about the alien life form overtaking our own fauna here on Earth. So, yeah, Avery Jones is assimilated. It's something about the cold, clinical usage of the word assimilated that just like, just sort of gets you. Well, turn on your fucking light! What was that? Yo, was that Avery? Yo, is Avery going full fucking kaiju?
Mom? Mom?
Hold on. Is it just, it sounded like I heard growling after he said mom. Is that true? I can't tell if it's the degradation of the video or if that was a growling sound. Infection. Yo, what is this thing? What does it fucking want? Yeah, Lisa Trevor, right? Shout out Just G, good reference. As somebody that is currently drinking, I understand, buddy, I understand. So it's taken, I was gonna say humanoid, not really a humanoid form, but like it looks like it's sprouted legs, like it's about ready to walk somewhere. Also, given this background, I feel it's appropriate. Okay, sorry, I couldn't help myself. But yeah, that's recommendation for future analog. So here's the dealio, Ben. I would love to. Unfortunately, I've already seen Winter of 83 in its entirety. And I love it. Winter of 83 is fucking great. Brilliant analog horror. But I've already done it. I have been trying to convince Cinevere, for those of you who know Cine, to do a reaction to that one, though. Because Winter of 83 is very good. But yeah, I won't do Winter of 83 on this channel because it wouldn't be an authentic reaction because I have already seen it. Alright, no, hold on, let's go back a little bit. So before the camera's fogging up, this looks kind of like their farmhouse in the background. And we've got a bunch of like mushroom or fungal protrusions here. So is this some sort of like infectious fungal extraterrestrial? I mean, that's the vibe I'm, because it looks like you got the house, you got the door here, the overhang, you got the roof, here's a couple of windows. Yeah, now it's a month later. You're correct. Now it's a month later. You got what looks to be some sort of tentacle here in frame. These fungus the size of trees. What is this? And the battery looked like it was charging. Hold on, go back. Watch this. Watch the battery symbol up here. It looks like it's charging. but in reverse because it's going down then back up, down. So does it have this weird effect on technology? Also, what the fuck this guy do with a pizza place? Don't forget, they showed us that pizza place. The fuck this guy, like, I get it. I like mushrooms on my pizza. What the fuck this guy do with the pizza place? Alright. So that previous one was called Starfield. This one is called Star Kill. And this is more classified material from Home. So yeah, this is the logo for Home. Electromagnetic induction. I don't know. It's turning Nebraska into the Zungar Marsh. When do I keep my ass away from the Great? Yeah, right. Updates on the Xenobiology Research Group study of the contagion. Okay, so scientists are on it. Scientists are on it. They know something's up. Trust the science, everybody. Trust the science. Samples of the contagion injected into Oducalius virginianus and Canis latranus specimens. So, I don't know what this is. Oh, it is some sort of dog. Canis latrans. Latrans. Sounds like a fucking French tranny. So yeah, some sort of... So they injected into some sort of dog, and then whatever this is, I imagine some sort of fauna, or flora, some sort of, like, Virginian flora. I don't know. Continue to induce minimal to no mutations. However, recent experimentation specimens of Allium cepa have uncovered how the contagion affects organism cells. All right. All right. 0 milliseconds. Go by milliseconds. All right. So let's walk back. So this is 0 milliseconds. 100 milliseconds. It looks like these are getting bigger. Let me make sure that's what I'm seeing. These, yeah. All right, so these little protrusion here, I don't know if protrusion is the right word, but these things are getting bigger. Milliseconds, they're getting massive. In fact, this one here looks like it's almost like an embryo. I mean, this one looks like it's about to fucking sprout something. And they're looking more and more fetus-like. They're looking more and more fetus-like. And now we're just at the last level of Earthbound. This is just the final boss map of Earthbound. Previous results combined with recent findings indicate the contagion possesses some degree of intelligence. Well, obviously, it came to Earth in such a slow pace. And then started, obviously there's some intelligence there. As far as what analog horrors I've seen, obviously Winter of 83, like I mentioned. I have seen the ones we've covered on the channel already. I've seen season 1 of Vita Carnis and season 1 of, why am I blanking on the name of it? The one we did last week. Oh my goodness, it's gonna kill me. Guys, what was the name of the one we did last week? It's bothering me. Greylock. Thank you. Greylock tapes. I watched an analog horror that was the guy that played Godzilla in the original Godzilla movies, like, started to morph with the suit. The suit, like, started growing into him. So I watched the sort of Godzilla analog horror. I've seen one Dragon Ball Z related analog horror. I know there's a few out there, so I couldn't tell you which one it was, but like I saw a DBZ oriented one. I I saw part of one about something like called like the smile drug or the smile infestation. I didn't finish it because I want to do that one for the channel. So I don't know much about it, but I did watch part of like some sort of this like smile drug or something one. And that was pretty cool. No, I've never covered I know there are Batman and Superman analog horrors, and I plan on covering those, but I've not seen those either. I don't want to be hard on about Mandela Catalogue. I've not. So Mandela Catalogue is also on the list for ones I want to do on this show. I've not seen it. I've been avoiding Mandela Catalogue because for those of you that are new here, Ben, you seem like you're new. There's a few other people that seem like they're new. I love analog horror, but as far as me covering it on this channel, it's a relatively recent thing. I've only been doing it for a month now. This is only our 5th analog horror stream. So I've really only been covering for a little over a month. But yeah, I've not done Mandela Catalogue because I want to do it for this show. So I've actually not gotten in to see it. Have you seen I've not seen Monument Mythos. No, I've not seen Monument Mythos. Anyway, back to this. Contagion's intelligent and virulent nature poses a clear and present danger to the entire United States. I mean, I would say the world population, but yes, the U.S. is all that matters. The U.S. basically is the world, so fair enough. Research personnel strongly recommend the contagion be destroyed on site and by any means necessary. At this point, now that it's been over a month or so and we've seen what it does, now I would agree. Now I would agree. Is The Moon Woke Up considered analog horror? If The Moon Woke Up considered analog horror, I have. We did one episode of The Moon Woke Up on Neon Leon, and I loved it, and so I watched the rest. The Moon Woke Up, I think there's more that's supposed to be coming out, but I'm caught up, at least to where it currently is. I fucking love The Moon Woke Up. I think it's incredible. Codename designation, Star Trek. Ooh, was that? Hold on. Is that just artifacts or... Okay, it was just artifacts. Alright. Phantoms. We're on to the next episode, Phantoms. Alright, special clearance required for this. Chronology of events. Okay, we got a timeline. Let's go. What's the timeline? Alright. So on January 28th, 1999 at 11:24 a.m., Dr. Andrew Evans returns to Alpha Chunk for further analysis. So, obviously they didn't... Maybe they killed it, but they didn't destroy it. Obviously, they say, you know, it needs to be killed on site in the previous video. But there's got to be still something there for them to be studying. All right, so they're returning to the Alpha Chunk. Backrooms is... So I'm familiar with Backrooms through the video game, but I've never actually sat down and watched any of the Backrooms YouTube content, really. I'm just familiar enough with the Backrooms through, like, the internet lore and the video game, but I've never really done any YouTube videos on it. Alright, so this is the official audio record of what happened on January 28th of 1999 at 11:24 a.m.
Reaching coordinate point 1, over.
It says sound only, and that sound design is so good. The leaves crunching under the boots, like this is some good sound design. Oh yes, I've seen the oldest view as well, Toronto. So what's the oldest view on
You okay?
I'm fine.
So we've got at least 2 parties here, at least 2 people. The dude that was coughing, the person that asked him if he was okay. So hopefully this isn't a sign that homie's getting infected.
Vital levels are low. Let's do results containing protocol.
This is it, right here. I want this area marked, just for sample collection.
On it. Marking area, over.
So is the person coughing the doctor they're referring to that went back to Site Alpha? He sounds a bit young. I expect him to be an older guy.
That's all we're gonna need. Request retrieval team.
Requesting retrieval team at Alpha Chunk Point A.
Or is he a third party? So you got the dude coughing, the guy that asked if he's all right, and the third one saying, get the sample. So there might be 3 people here.
Over.
I see y'all talking about Marble Hornets in the chat. I don't know if Marble Hornets is considered analog horror. I don't really think it is, but I did watch that all the time back in the day. Marble Hornets was like a gateway being into this sort of shit way back in the day. I loved Marble Hornets. Alright, so we got the Alpha Chunk here, and then they've got this vector thing. Maybe this is where they landed, and they approached the rest on foot. Alright, so we have a good visual of the chunk now, which looks not too dissimilar from obviously the main piece that was in low Earth orbit near the moon. I'm curious about this. We've seen multiple individuals with this sort of protective gear, which is not your typical hazmat suit, so I'm wondering what relevance this has. It looks reflective, like it's reflecting the sky and the rolling hills behind and whatnot, so... And this also was what the individual was wearing when their face started melting the fuck off. So we know these don't protect against this, so I don't know why they're still bothering with it. I don't know why they kept zooming in on Dr. Evans. Were we supposed to notice something there? Alright, so that same day, at about a quarter after noon, Dr. Evans returns to Psychological Containment Lab at Home HQ. And this is Home HQ. Alright, so Dr. Evans, Dr. Connor, a bunch of NPCs. Sample storage, supply closet. Okay, so we got a pretty good layout here. Dr. Evans is on the move. Dr. Evans places the retrieved samples of AZ-001 into storage. Really AZ-001 Alpha, but yes. Dr. Evans obtains a container to refill the water cooler, believed to have taken longer than normal to obtain. Alright. I mean, that would imply that maybe he's a little delirious. He's fumbling with basic everyday actions that a normal human could do. So Dr. Evans is in... Yo! Is Dr. Evans infected and he's about to infect the entirety of home base? Dr. Evans refills the water cooler, dispenses it at least 2 cups of water. Okay. Is he going to infect Dr. O'Connor? Dialogue between Dr. Evans and Dr. O'Connor.
Hey, I brought you some water. Thought you might have wanted a cup.
Did he infect the water? Did Dr. Evans infect the fucking water so that O'Connor can also get infected?
Were you able to get the results you wanted?
Fortunately, much of the alpha chunk was too necrotic to really get any good data and sample from it. We'll likely have to find some alpha chunks connected to the main body of AZ-001.
Sorry to hear that. I think I might be able to get you the new data you wanted.
out, Curim. How you doing?
After the news.
Dr. Evans returns to his desk behind O'Connor. No further interactions occur. Nah, he's just playing the part, dude. He's playing the part. He's infected. He's infected, and now he just needs to wait, and he needs to bide his time. He's going to be taking over all of HQ. Now, the question, since this is a fungal thing, or at least I assume it's a fungal thing. I could be wrong, but I'm assuming it's a fungal thing. Is this a sort of hive mind scenario? I think we're looking at a hive mind scenario. So why is it called Angelica? Midwest Angelica. Because, like, angels didn't have free will, but they did still have minds of their own. They weren't a hive mind. I'm curious about how the name of this analog horror ties to what we're seeing. Like, Midwest makes sense. This thing, it landed in Nebraska. We've got that pizza place in Iowa. So, I mean, clearly this whole story is taking place in the Midwest. But where does the Angelica come from? Dr. Evans begins to display. There it is. Unusual behavior. Bitch is infected. Light him up. Light him on fire. And frankly, sorry, O'Connor. You got to go too. We got a Salem witch trials. Dr. O'Connor. He's infected too. He drank the water. Don't like that. Don't like that at all. That looks quite I can't do that with my arms. Like. Also, shout out QRIM. Thank you for membership for 2 months. Dr. Evans departs to another part of the What do you mean? Yo, you see that on the fucking security footage? You bring in Hunk, and you bring in the Umbrella Security Assessment Team. What are you doing? Scenario recreation. Dr. Evans visits storage room 3B for unknown reason. And now we got O'Connor showing up. And he's asking, wait, who are you? But we know this is O'Connor because O'Connor is blue, right? Now Evans don't even remember O'Connor. Home HQ is put under lockdown following gun... Right, yes. Yeah, quarantine the fuck out of this place. It's gone. It's done. Torch it. There's no going back. The infection spread. Y'all fucked up. Yo, what's all this? Okay, it's just his shadow. Okay, it's just his shadow duplicating. Oh! Don't y'all want to visit that neck of the woods? Neck of the woods? Neck of the... Alright, let's keep going. Target. Alright, good. They killed the motherfucker. Good. Too late, though. Too late, because he gave O'Connor the fucking water. Too late. Dr. Evans' body is brought to the central morgue for a post-mortem autopsy. Huh. So... obviously, we've got this cross symbol here, which is, you know, a biblical symbol. So leaning into the Angelica aspect, but what does it mean? Whoa. Yo, his whole brain has fungified. Whole brain gone full fungus. Like, look at these tendrils here, and it goes all the way down his spinal cord. Like, you could dissect this dude's brain, and Papa John's will have toppings for a whole ass month. He's now a fun guy. All right, Ryoma. Before I go further, I need to know, Ryoma, are you new to my channel? I know you said, and chat, you're going to have to bear with me. You're going to have to bear with me for a moment, but this is important. But Ryoma, have you never seen my channel or my content before? And there's a reason I'm asking. Because you could have just unintentionally said something really funny. You are new. Okay, you are new. So you've never even heard me talk about this before. Other members of my chat probably know this, because I've talked about it off and on. Not often, but I do talk about it now and again. I have been working on a script for a movie. For a little indie horror film. For off and on for a while now. I don't know if I'm ever going to go anywhere with it. I don't know if I'm ever going to do anything with it. But in my spare time, when I'm not making videos and whatnot, I've been writing this script. And it's called My Neighbor's a Fun Guy. And the premise for the movie is that there's this guy, he lives in an apartment, kind of a slacker stoner type, and a new neighbor moves in. And he becomes friends with the neighbor, invites him over, plays video games, they hang out, the whole nine. And one night, the main character invites the neighbor over to trip on some magic mushrooms. And the neighbor declines and gets all offended. And it's because it turns out the new neighbor, is a mushroom monster in disguise. And the whole rest of the movie is the neighbor trying to kill our main character because him taking magic mushrooms, him taking these hallucinogenic drugs, is really him eating the neighbor's offspring. No. So Candace thing is, this is a script that I've been writing for like a couple years now, off and on. So when he said that guy is a fun guy, I was like, Is Ryoma actually new to my channel? Or did he know that because I've talked about this script off and on very now and again sporadically when it comes up in conversation. So yeah, it's literally a horror movie about a mushroom monster who's trying to kill this guy for taking magic mushrooms. So anyway, you saying fun guy, just like, I thought it was, the movie will star Portabella Lugosi. Portabella Lugosi. That's great, Papa Pumpkin. Gord, shout out. How you doing, homie? Ryoma has been assimilated. Yes, shout out, Ryoma. Hope you sub. Hope you're assimilated. Ben says, I have script writing experience. Interesting. Well, DM me on X. I've been watching you for 2 years, Leon. This is the first time. Because I tried. So I talked about it literally on Nadia's stream the other day. And I only talk about it when it comes up. Let's be real. Magic mushrooms don't come up often. But yeah, Gordo delivers. He always does. Gordo always delivers. Yeah, shout out Gord King. But don't get me wrong, I will watch it. That sounds absolutely like a pot thought. I don't smoke weed. I don't smoke weed. I drink, and I occasionally do mushrooms or acid about once or twice a year. But really, I only drink, and I occasionally do mushrooms or acid. I don't smoke. I don't smoke weed. I smoke nicotine. But anyway, we'll get back to the We'll get back to this. I thought that was crazy how he used the fun guy pun when that's the name for the thing I've been working on. Report conclusions. Also, Candace says no DMT. If I could try DMT, I would. I've just never I've never been in a scenario where it was available. If I run into a scenario where DMT is available, I would absolutely try it. I would love to try DMT. Dr. Evans' death is ruled as an assassination by a third party. No, much remains unknown. What do you mean an assassination? We just saw mushrooms in the dude's gray matter. What are you talking about? Dr. O'Connor has apparently disappeared following the incident. Did he get out of the facility? Did Dr. O'Connor get out of the facility so the quarantine means nothing? Additionally, a follow-up investigation found that one vial of AZ001 samples was... Oh, no! O'Connor stole the fucking sample. He's gonna go infect more motherfuckers. Shit. Alright. So we got Phantoms. We're on the episode Phantoms. What episode is this? We're on 7 out of 9. So we have 3 episodes left, including this one. And this was only 33 seconds. Fuck, man. I want more already. Alright, let's keep going. This was called Bulletin. Alright. So we have the Science Showcase, Diamonds in the Rough, Music in Review, Meditation Hour, gay, The Conversation, Words of Wisdom, not too dissimilar from your boy Words of Paradise. Also, I've got the... There we go. Got this one on here. And Sign Off. Sign Off? In 99? Bro, I was watching a lot of TV in 1999. I don't remember any... This is public access cable, so maybe... I don't know. Old heads in the chat like me. Did public access channels do sign-offs? I don't remember public access channels doing sign-offs in 99. But maybe I just lived in a nice, well-to-do area. So we didn't have them. This is the Local 58-esque. DMT is my first idea. Oh, nice. Yeah, no, I understand that, Candace. Yeah, now that you know it, Philip. Flag and Anthem channels turn off at midnight. Okay. The Long Pine Midwest Church invites... Yes! Brought up a church, baby. Brought up a church. We're getting that Angelica in it, son. We're getting that Angelica in it. The Long Pine Midwest Church invites you to their weekly service on Sunday, January 31st from 11 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. The service will also be televised to this channel for those unable to attend in person. Yo, is O'Connor gonna go to the church? Go to the church service and just start infecting motherfuckers? I doubt it. This seems a bit quiet and slow-paced and thought-provoking, so I doubt we'd have anything like as bombastic as that. But that would be wild if Dr. O'Connor is just like, yo, let's just go infect this church gathering. The Long Pine Midwest Church would also like to extend their gratitude to the following individuals for volunteering to... Oh, no! It's gonna say O'Connor, isn't it? O'Connor's gonna fucking be volunteering. Also, what Philip Morgan said. Yeah, get them likes up. 102, well, now 98 watching. Yeah, get them likes up. Alright, Diane Briggs, John Carlisle, Lindsay Chatfield, Paula Horowitz, Aaron Ray O'Connor. He is gonna infect the church. O'Connor's gonna infect the church. No! God's chosen people about to get fungi, dude. Whoa, whoa, whoa. No. There was something there. Hold on. Hold on. Alright, we're gonna go here. There was something. I know. I saw it. Don't you play games with me. We're going frame by frame, baby. Frame by frame. No! Bullshit! Bullshit! Where was it? I know I saw it. Alright, maybe I should have been going backwards instead of forwards. Oh, it's just... Well, it's just everybody's name reversed and upside down. But I wonder, look, I say just everyone's name reversed upside down, also in negative color tones. But maybe there's a reason it's reversed and upside down. There's got to be a reason for that, right? Alright, we'll find out. Alright, this is Azazel. Ooh. For those of y'all that don't know, Azazel is one of Satan's minions, dude. Azazel is one of, like, the 4 great demons. Yeah, Azazel is one of, like, the 4 great demons. Town of Long Pine, Nebraska, property of Long Pine Police Department. This is from February 20th of 1999. Also getting this far in, I realized I actually confused Midwest Angelica with the plot of Arcadia. I don't remember where. Oh, well, either way, I'm digging this. The following record contains accounts of the activities of Officer Sam Page and Officer Andrew Webster on February 11th, 99 and February 12th of 99. Oh, good. This is a long one. This was almost 9 minutes. Excellent. Because I don't want this to end. Are we talking biblical lore and Gnostic lore? Well, so biblical lore, but with the caveat of I'm including, when I say biblical lore, I'm including the non-canon books that have been axed by the main Old and New Testament canon from the Catholic Church. So, because like the Catholic Church axed somewhere between like 40 and 60 books from the Bible. Azazel also makes an appearance in Paradise Lost by Milton, if I recall, but it's been a while since I've read Paradise Lost. But yeah, so we're talking biblical with an asterisk. Yeah, and exactly, on the Enochian Tales. Yeah. The Apocryphal, yes, the Apocryphals, Jake Martin, correct. Both, oh, hold on, both officers what? Both officers would be, oh no, will be killed in the line of duty. Video evidence and testimony are compiled for the ease of access in determining the causes of death. Azazel in Scripture is a place. The Book of Enoch is where it was named a demon. Yeah, yes. Thank you, Papa. Thank you, Papa Pumpkin. Which, mind you, and Gord, I know that you and I are both Christian individuals. I don't think you take the Book of Enoch or other the Apocryphal seriously. And correct me if I'm wrong. I do, and that might be where you and I have differences in our belief. I don't know if I want to use the word belief because at the end of the day, we believe the same thing and have the same morals and values and whatnot. It's more the politics of the church. I don't know if we agree or disagree there. I believe it is, Gord. I'm pretty sure Enoch is part, because, okay, part of the Apocrypha, maybe not, but Enoch is apocryphal. So the definition of something is apocryphal is if it is excised from the canon. If it is works that exist outside the canon, it is an apocryphal. So it might not be part of what's labeled as the Apocrypha, but it is an apocryphal, book. I believe 109 countries, can't be wrong. Isn't Azazel also known as Samael, or am I tripping? I don't know about that one. I can't say for sure. I don't know about that one. Missing Persons PSA airs on KMNE TV.
Don't try that again. Why doesn't he come? I've got everything all figured out. Top to bottom, smooth as silk.
The Book of Enoch was never up for canonization. Azazel is Nightcrawler's Poppy. Well, that's different, Just G. Book of Enoch was never. I don't know that we can say that for certain. To be fair, I don't know that because we would have to take the Catholic Church's word for it, and I'm not one for taking the Catholic Church's word for anything. So I don't really know that we can say that for certainty. We'd have to have a time machine to go back and actually see. Enoch is part of Ethiopian Apocrypha, if I recall. Well, so yes and no, Ben. The Book of Enoch was discovered in Ethiopia. Yeah, the Book of Enoch was discovered in Ethiopia, but there are other old, there are other countries and old, I don't want to say tribes, but like cultures that reference the Book of Enoch besides Ethiopia.
Everything's falling apart. Can't trust nobody, nothing.
Missing John Carlisle. Call 402-555-7823. I doubt anything will happen, but let's see what happens when we call that number. I doubt anything will happen, but let's see what happens when we call that number. 402-555-7823.
Your call cannot be completed as dialed.
Well, that's unfortunate. People say that there's no 555 that doesn't exist, which is mostly true, but a lot of movies and like marketing machines and whatnot will use 555 numbers, and you'll get like voicemails and stuff as a part of a viral marketing thing. So it was entirely possible there could have been something there. Well, I'd more take the Orthodox Church's word for it, but if you want a good breakdown of the orders of the Book of Enoch, look up Wes Huff in your free time. DM me that, Gord, because I would love to. I would love to look up more. For those of you that don't know, I went to school for I went to school for theology and how it how you can reconcile it with cosmology and cosmogony in general. But biblical theology was like my main study. I studied other religions, but biblical theology was the main point. Gord, so long as you and I can both agree that Calvinists are fucking retarded, I think we're A-okay. Aaron Mathis, also missing. Call the same number. David Brody. These are all the people at the church, aren't they? I'm recognizing names now. These are all the people that are at the church, aren't they? Orthodox, Catholic, Protestant. Those would all be... Yeah, exactly. Abrahamic first cousins. Correct. Yes. Sarah Withrow is missing. Did anybody get out? Actually, it would be worse if people got out. Because that would mean that they likely got infected and they're spreading the infection. Anyway. The missing persons have yet to be located, but this is getting fuzzier and fuzzier. Pine Police Department Dispatch Center receives a 911 call from an unknown caller ID.
(911), please state your emergency.
I'm at 876 Pine Lane.
I swear to God, this is O'Connor. And this is O'Connor calling the police after he just infected an entire church for his fucking mushroom ETs.
In Long Pine, right next to the church. No, I can't really say for certain, but there's some kind of sacrifice going on.
Okay, maybe it's not O'Connor. Maybe it's an onlooker who sees what O'Connor is doing.
Okay, we'll be right there. Could you elaborate, please?
Yeah, it's a human sacrifice. I hear screams. It seems to be like a pagan ritual or something of the sort.
Okay, just hold tight. We'll be right there. Please stay on the line.
Officer Sam Page and Officer Andrew Webster are soon to be called to the site. Oh, and they don't make it out. Oh, no. Following photographs and video have been recovered from the officer's vehicle and blank. So I know what a lot of y'all are going to say. This looks, this is hokey. This is a fucking, what's the word? It's a cliche for a church like this. As someone who lives in the Midwest, I cannot tell you how many churches I see on the daily, or at least you see on the daily growing up and whatnot when I lived out in the country, that look exactly like this. The following photographs were taken by Officer Andrew Webster. Can't think. So yeah, I lived on the Cherokee Nation in Oklahoma, outside of Pryor and Salina, which is part of the Midwest. So yeah, I saw stuff like this all day. Like, so, Candace, my dad is Cherokee, and so what's the best way to put it? So my dad is Cherokee, grew up, Cherokee and whatnot, but is still very like, modern and stuff. I'm a Christian. I followed, Christian theology and whatnot. There's never any sort of, like, space between us or anything like that. But, yeah, so I lived on the Cherokee Nation in Oklahoma. I've lived between Oklahoma and Missouri at multiple points in my life, like, traveling back and forth. No. Cherokee, no. The Cherokee Nation in Oklahoma, in between Salina and Pryor, Oklahoma. I live in Missouri currently. But yeah, no. The Cherokee Nation as in, like, the reservation, not the town in Oklahoma. Or in North Carolina, I mean. Alright, y'all know the drill. We're going to run this with some AI. We're going to see if we can clean it up. We'll run it through AI. We're going to see if we can clean it up. One moment here. And while we're doing that, I'll interact with you in the chat. Let's see if AI can give us what this says. Alright, sent you a video from Huff. He doesn't throw shade at it or anything. Explain why Jews at the time of Christ or Christianity later included. No, by all means. Whether it threw shade or not. I'm always looking to look into stuff like that because, I mean, it's just fascinating and fun to me. It's fascinating, fun, and I love it. Gas Station Burrito says you're in Southeast Missouri. Gas Station Burrito, are you... I'm curious how close we live to one another. Are you comfortable putting your city in the chat? If not, like, DM me directly. I'm curious. Just G says stay away from Joplin. I've spent much time in Joplin, and yes, Joplin sucks. Did you know that, I don't know if it still is, but back in the 90s, Joplin was the gay capital of America? Joplin had more gays per capita than fucking San Francisco. Ben, I do have a Discord, but you have to be a member to be part of the Discord. So if you want to join the Discord, and the reason I do this, not trying to sound like I'm begging for money or anything, but I cover a lot of controversial things on my channel. I'm a very hot topic sort of individual, so I have a paywall for my Discord to keep bad actors out. So if you become a member, even if it's for only 1 month, you have lifetime access to the Discord. But you do have to be a member to access the Discord. But we do have one, yes. Also, 40K, how you doing, you beautiful bitch? I appreciate you, girly. It's been a minute. I hope you're doing all right. We're going over some analog horror stuff. Speaking of, the AI just answered. The image is very degraded and heavily stylized, like something you've seen in an analog horror frame. I can clean and enhance the text for legibility and translate if it's another language. First, I need to clarify. Would you like me to? We'll just say all three. No, Cassie does this too, but her reasoning is that she wants to keep her server chill. Oh, my server's not chill. Depending on what you mean by chill. My server is very, we're a bit ridiculous. We're a bit fucking ridiculous, but I'm an ardent free speech advocate and supporter. So, but yeah, you're right. Cassie does the same thing. Burrito dropped his city. I missed it. West Plains. I know I've been to West Plains, but how far is that from me? I think it's like 90 miles, I think. I think it's like 90 miles from me. 109 miles. 109 miles. Yeah, it's not quite a 2-hour drive. Yeah, West Plains has or at least used to have a pretty decent comic book convention I've been to a few times. I don't know if it still happens, still does or not. But yeah, no, I've been to West Plains. Having a V a couple years ago too. What did? To be fair, it's easy to get your Discord server spammed and deletion overnight. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, that's why I pay all my Discord. I'm waiting for the AI to do its job on this enhancement. So until then, full of furries. You talking about Joplin? No, are you talking about Joplin being full of furries? LMA? If so, I wouldn't doubt it. Let's see. It keeps giving me grief. AI might not be able to clean this one up, guys. The AI might not be able to clean this one up. We'll see. I'll try it again. Oh, no. It seems like it's starting. Discord is S-tier scored experience. Oh, thank you, Jake. Land never bulls up to Cassie Discord. What's up with that? It's nothing against Cassie. I love Cassie. Cassie's incredible. I just... My Discord is already a lot to manage and whatnot. I'm in a lot of people's Discords, but I do videos full time. I do streams full time. I have to manage a life outside of the internet. So yeah, I just don't end up popping into a lot of other people's Discords. I'm just using ChatGPT. I use the paid version of ChatGPT, so it's like $20 a month or something. Wait, my Discord is full of furries? What do you mean, LMA? My Discord is not full of furries. Get out of here with that. Okay, speaking of, I don't know how accurate this is because ChatGPT did it, but my skin feels wrong, oh so wrong. I keep seeing it in the mirror and I shudder to think what's hiding underneath. I doubt I shall ever be whole again. Compare that to... Yeah, I'd say that sounds about right. That's me again. Interesting. That looks like skin. All right. All right, fair enough. Here we are. I think that about covers it. All right, let's keep going. Phantom in its appearance, but inside's churned with... Oh, god damn it. It tells us what it says. We did all that work for nothing, and it's just going to tell us what it says. I miss the analog horrors that have you do the work yourself. Whatever. Flesh and blood of the stars. The blessed walked in silence. Blissfully closer to his sacred realm. Ascend beyond mortals. Yeah, I was testing the AI. We have become apostles of Azazel. Wow, ChatGPT really fucked that one up, huh? Really fucked that one up. Not even gonna bother. We knew we were gonna... God forbid Leon sit for a few more minutes to chat to the chat. No, okay. I like the idea of doing the investigative stuff with these analog horrors. We're not gonna bother with this one because we know it's just gonna read it to us. Oh, you know what? That's a good question. Let's ask the AI if it made things up. Yeah, let's ask the AI if it made this up. Did you just make this up? All right, let's see. It's loading. It's thinking. It's still thinking when I ask if it just made this up. You catch me. My bad. That's on me. Yeah, good catch. Let's see what it says. I can manually clean and enhance this image. That's what it said before. My friend Logan and I want to know what do you think of One Punch Man? So I've not started season 3 yet. I've not started season 3, but I love seasons 1 and 2. 40K. I know that people say that season 2 took a quality hit in terms of the animation, but like Studio Madhouse, the guys that did season 1, are the best in the biz. Like, Studio Madhouse is the single best animation company in the anime game. So yes, anytime you change a studio and it's not Madhouse, it's gonna take a dip. I enjoy the story of Season 2 a lot. In fact, I like Season 2 better than Season 1. I really do. I like Season 2 of One Punch Man better than Season 1. I've not started Season 3 yet. I plan to. I know a lot of people have issues with Season 3, but I'm still gonna continue watching it. I have produced multiple cleaned versions of your image to maximize legibility. And it just gave me a bunch of new options to download. Because I couldn't extract reliable text and writing appears to be in English. There isn't anything to translate. You can spot particular words. All right. Basically, AI is trying to say they made it up without saying they didn't make it. Without saying they made it up. Okay. All right. I see you, AI. I see you. All right. Back to this. Reconstruction of God's realm. Infinite in its cycle of life. Death but a moment of passing time. He is infinity incarnate. This is the last known appearance of Officer Sam Page. Page's body has yet to be recovered. Wow. Wait. If his body has yet to be recovered, then why would you say he was KIA? You should say he's missing, not that he was killed in action, because if his body hasn't been recovered, you don't know that he's been killed. Yeah, maybe the video is misleading us with the translation. That's entirely possible. Officer Webster continues outside to search for the source of the disturbance. O'Connor got to work, son. If I was to hazard a guess, this is some sort of conglomeration of all the infected individuals that he got to during that church service. What the fuck are we seeing? Ooh. We got bodies, folks. We got lots of bodies. And the unfortunate thing, the unfortunate part, this woman right here got a real nice ass and now she's dead. This woman right here got a real nice ass and now she's dead. Oh, his mouth is moving. Oh shit, that motherfucker's mouth is moving. Officer Webster begins to show distress. Nope, hold on. Distress as he suspects someone is following him. Oh, no. Oh, come on, officer. No way.
Hello?
Nah, hello is the wrong... Dude, as someone that has done a lot of urban exploration back in my youth, done a lot of abandoned buildings, abandoned sewer tunnels, shit like that, you never say hello. You always say friend or foe. You always shout friend or foe. That's always been my go-to. When you shout friend or foe, if you don't answer, foe. If they answer, they're just other explorers like you and you happen to be there at the same time. Also, shout out Chippers. Thank you for the 2-banger. Says, what's going on here? You'll see, son. You'll see. Thing is fucking massive. What was that? What happened to him? He sees the fucking fungi alien amalgamation Resident Evil T-virus monster, and then just camera goes haywire and he falls to the ground? What the fuck happened? The man seen in the footage has yet to... The man? The fuck you mean man? That wasn't a goddamn man! That was an experiment from the Umbrella Corporation, son. Why are you gonna show an image like that without all the fucking protrusions coming out of his back? The body of Officer Anderson Webster was found, I assume, deceased. The cause of death remains unknown. Shortly after the incident, unmarked military personnel retrieved the body along with much of the footage. So they retrieved his body, but not the other one, the one of the missing cop, the one that we haven't confirmed was dead. A CIA operative named Robert Spencer has assumed command of the surrounding area and has threatened the Long Pine Police Department to remain... Wait, threatened them? Threatened him, alright. To remain quiet regarding these incidents. Alright. Oh, are we on the last one already? Are we on the last one? Shit! Fuck! We on the last video of tonight's stream, boys. It's called Stages. Last video of tonight's stream. Catch you later, Philip. 40K Empress. We are watching an analog horror series called Midwest Angelica. There'd be a lot to explain. Maybe somebody in the chat can do it for you. Can explain without spoilers what we're doing. Observed stages of the Starkill infestation as of, it looked like that was February 23rd, 99. Sustenance hunt. Starkill begins to absorb most available biomass and sustain itself with subsequent stages. Intelligence accumulation. Does it do that thing that hive minds do, where they absorb a bunch of different people and it just has an amalgamation of the knowledge of all the individuals? Is that what the intelligence accumulation is? The The Starkill searches for and targets the most intelligent species available. Oh no. So it's gonna specifically go after humans. Like, okay, it lands in the woods or in the fucking the prairie or whatever. It sees deer. Yeah, deer is more intelligent than like a goddamn mosquito or something. So it goes after the deer. But once humans are on the menu, it's going to get a taste for human. Self-replication. Okay. So this looks like the giant biomass altars we've seen, but this looks like something being rebirthed anew from the altars, and it's like outspread, like it's got angel wings, hence Angelica. Starkill is able to form enough biomass to manufacture novel entities from itself using biomass structural hubs. So that's it. It's basically making artificial, evil, infectious fungus angels. That was such a wild sentence. These hubs include altars, which produce smaller... See? I call it a biomass altar. Produce smaller Starkill life forms, and temples which produce... Oh, so there's a hierarchy to it. We got tiers to it. A fourth stage has been hypothesized based on critical mass calculations. But how much are they contained? Because this landed in rural fucking Nebraska. The military was called in. They formed Home. Home quarantined the area, but Home got infected. O'Connor got out. He found that church. How mass are we talking? How far is the infection spread? What level has been quarantined up to this point? It is unknown what will occur once the Starkill network, so they're giving it fucking more names, reaches critical mass. I don't think we want to find out. Burn it all down. Send in fucking Jill Valentine, bro. Let her deal with some shit. However, the network is predicted to grow to the following size within a year based on currently available data. Oh no. What are we doing? How large? I ain't gonna tell y'all where I live, but I will say, based on this map, I'd be fucked. Based on this map, your boy would be fucked. I don't know that my fucking, the few guns I have that are off screen right now would be able to handle this shit. So if it's fake while we're watching, all right. So 40K, Alex. When this is over, which is about I'll explain. All right, that was the end of it. That is the end of part 1 of Midwest Angelica. I have so many questions. Now, first of all, 40K Empress says if it's fake, why are we watching it? So what this is, 40K Empress. So there's a subgenre of horror on YouTube called analog horror. And while it is fake, the point of it is they release multiple of these cryptic videos that all tie together, and it's a mystery. And you as the viewer are supposed to try and unravel the mystery yourself while watching these videos. Like, that's the easiest way to explain it. So the reason we're watching it is because A, it's presented in a way that it is real. We know it's not real, but it's presented in a way that is real for an immersion factor. And then once you're immersed in it, you're basically supposed to come up with and solve the mystery. Catch you later, Bobby. And that's what we do on these Saturday night streams. Is we pull up these analog horror series and we try and figure out the mystery. Okay, got it. Do you cover real paranormal things? Every Tuesday. Every Tuesday. We do real, some things we believe is real, some things we debunk, but every Tuesday we do the real stuff. And then Saturday is our for this fake stuff. Yo, shout out. Thanks for the raid, Sons and Shadows. How you doing, guys? Appreciate you. But yeah, so yeah, Tuesday nights is the real stuff, or supposedly real. We debunk what we can, and the things that we, like, I don't know if I should tell you guys what we're doing Tuesday, but I'll go ahead and say it anyway. Tuesday's episode will be on, so Nikola Tesla and Thomas Edison both tried creating basically phones to talk to the dead. Spirit phone, ghost phone, things like that. So we're going to cover the story of Thomas Edison and Nikola Tesla doing their communication with the dead devices. That'll be this coming Tuesday's episode of Tinfoil Haters. But yeah, so that's just now. As far as awesome, I can contribute to Thursday sometimes because I have studied these things. Oh, dude, well, Tuesday. If I said Thursday, I meant Tuesday. But yes, we're always looking for guests for our Tuesday show. By all means, DM me. We would love to have beautiful redheaded nerdy girls on Tuesday shows. But yeah, depending on what the topic is, we would love to have you on. Because yeah, it's me, Cinnamon, and Sammy 3-Pete. But yeah, DM me and we'll talk about that at a later time. So I would love to have you on. You're an absolute gem. Anyone that's not subbed to 40K Empress, sub to her. She's incredible. I adore this broad. As for this analog horror, look, obviously I'm very invested. As you could tell from my reaction to these videos, I'm very invested. I'm very much more so invested because I live in the Midwest. There's certain, like, bits of the down-home aesthetic, the way the police were handling things, the architecture of the church, that, like, were all very accurate to the Midwest, especially the Midwest in the 90s, you know, where I grew up. So, yeah, I could tell they did the work, they did the research. This is a very well-done piece. I'm not necessarily enjoying how spelled out it is for us. I like the more questioning what the fuck is going on. Like the Greylock tapes had me asking way more questions. This one just has me asking, where is this going? It kind of laid out all the basic stuff for us. It's some sort of alien body. It is, trying to spread its fungal sort of disease. It's some sort of hive mind. We've got some sort of government organization trying to handle it, but they're not doing their goddamn job. So this hasn't left me with questions, but I am curious where it's going from here. So next week, this is a 3-part series or 3-act series with Act 2. The final episode of Act 2 actually releases this week. It releases the 30th. So by next week, all of Act 2 will be out. So we will cover all of Act 2 next week. Then we'll have to shelve it for a while because we'll wait till Act 3 is finished before we go back to Act 3. Does a lot of telling, not a lot of showing. Yeah, Kansas Dingus, exactly. This does a lot of telling, not a lot of showing. So this is this bullshit. I gotta weld up trucks when you're tinfoiling. Well, either way, I still hope you enjoy it. You got it, I'll DM. Hell yeah, 40K. That's what I like to hear. So far, while I am very invested in this, I do think this one's been the weakest of the analog horror we've covered. But that doesn't mean the mystery's not there, and I am curious about the mystery, and I do want to see more. So, government not doing their job, even in fiction. Some things never change. Facts, LMA, facts. So I guess that's the end of this stream. We're about 2 hours in. I'll go ahead and do some plugs. First, let me see who's live and set up a raid. And then, yeah, I'll do some plugs. Do you want to see, like, a one episode? So it has to be long enough to fill an entire stream, Ben. So, first of all, Ben, join the Discord. There's a tab in the Discord for recommendations for this stream. So, if you have one episode ones, I'm totally fine with one episode analog horror ones, but they do need to be long enough that they will justify an entire stream. That's the best way to put it. So you can join the Discord, become a member, join the Discord, and put your recommendation in the chat. Unfortunately, not ready for your stream yet. I'm sorry, girly. Well, I'm glad you were here, though. I am glad you were here. Just always being able to chat with you is a blessing, because you are an absolute sweetheart. Looks like Zax is still live, so we will raid Zax. Kyle B. Hey, Leon, how is it? Would you take a look at my new video I sent to you on Discord? I'd like your feedback on it. I will look at it after the stream, and I'll send you... I will give you feedback personally. I don't do non-horror stuff on this stream because I don't want it to kill the vibe. I don't want to kill the mood of the horror stuff we set up. But I will take a look at it and respond to you directly about it, yes. And then Ben became a Vital Idol. Shout out, thank you. Well, guys, for your donations and for all earlier donations, I don't usually play clips on this channel to not kill a vibe. But this clip I will always play at the end when we get donos. So, this is for you. That's right, y'all. You can't go back. Alrighty. We out. We're finished. Tomorrow. Alright, for those of you that weren't aware, I was having internet issues last night, so we had to end last night's stream early. So I will be doing a makeup stream tomorrow afternoon, about 5 p.m. EST, give or take. So if you didn't get your whole your whole Neon Leon experience, we will be doing that stream tomorrow. Or I guess technically later today because it's after midnight. So join. I'll see you guys for that. We're going to raid Zax. So join the chat. Tell Zax Vital Idol raid. I'm going to be joining that stream. And until next time, it's all here in the Nerdosphere. And this has been Words of Paradise.